For me, like, the most important is laning in solo queue. Like, your first 10 minutes are the most important. If you can get ahead the first 10 minutes, the rest of the game is easier. The first thing you're gonna do is, like, with every game, you need to know your expected game plan on how you think the game will go and how you want the game to go, right? I think something that we need to work on immediately that I see is, one, you don't play enough of the game.
That's true.
It's very obvious that you don't play enough of the game.
Yeah.
And second is, and we'll answer your question in a second, Minos. Let me finish my point. Second is, like, because you don't play enough of the game, you don't understand enough of the dynamics of the other lanes. And as whatever role you play, it's very important to understand the win condition of your game and how you think the game will go and what you need to do. For example, in this game, for me, I think Ashe is a lane bully, but you have Karma support versus Yuumi support. So enemy bot will have push, and in mid, I have Yone versus Kassadin, which is very Yone favored in lane. And Kassadin is a scaling champion in most matchups, right? The only matchups where I feel like Kassadin can kind of win is like Fizz. Fizz is one where like he can kind of win. I think like LeBlanc is a good matchup for Kassadin and Zoe. Other than these type of champions, even Zoe, to be honest, in first 5 levels, you're losing. Like, you need to know the details because, for example, in Shen vs Gwen, do you get the push or does Shen get the push?
I do.
You get the push, right? So, say you're playing red side or blue side or whatever, like, your game plan needs to change depending on your lane. And with your push, you need to be smart about how you want to use your windows. For example, if you play red side Gwen, level 1 in this game, you can like look to invade Rammus on your own. For example, right? For example, because Shen will not start taunt most games. Of course, if he starts taunt, you'll get chunked or whatever, but like they won't kill you, you know, because Rammus is a piece of shit level 1. So you can like use your move level 1, understand the matchup, understand that Rammus can like skip camps and gank. His clear speed is very slow.
Yeah.
But like you can like invade and like fuck with him and fuck his clear, you know, and fuck the whole game. Whereas on blue side, it's much harder for Gwen to do that. Like Gwen invading here solo is like not as easy. I think champs like Fiora do it a lot better. So that's the first thing I'm thinking about. Second is like, okay, if you have push top, can I use my move to gank mid, for example? With Camille it's harder. Sorry, with Gwen it's harder, but with Camille it's easier.
Yeah.
Understand? So like if you understand mid matchup and I've put Camille here, you still wouldn't understand exactly what's happening in mid. So therefore you might not make the best decisions around how to use your move, even if you have push. The first thing for me is like you need to play more of the game if you want to be better. That's just 100% the fact. How are you going to do that? That's up to you, right? But the fact is like if you don't play the game, you're not going to get better, right? If you don't play the game, you're not going to get. That's the truth, guys. You need to play the game. And 2, if you don't study the game, you're going to improve slowly. Or understanding the details behind the Shen matchup. These are things that I would like absolutely recommend you do, and that's the number one thing that you need to understand when I talk about a game plan. For example, I mean, it sounds common sense to play the game, but most people don't realize, you know? Like they play 150 games per split. They play maybe 300-400 games a year, and they say, "Oh, why am I not improving?" Bro, like you're just not playing, you know? You're just not playing, so you have to make a choice. And also, like in mid game, if you know at what levels each champion scales. For example, Kassadin level 11, Kassadin level 16, when he gets 2 points in ult, 3 points in ult. And you know the power spikes of the champ. You know how to open up on the map better, you know how to play side lane better, you know how to play more aggressively, makes sense? For me, my guess is most of your mistakes are going to be in lane. That's my immediate guess. Right? But I could be wrong. Let's see.
I'm not consistent. Gonna lie.
Do you win level 1 or does he win level 1?
I think if it's a short trade,
You will always win. You will always win. You have ignite. For me, I like level 1 warding because I think you can secure the push anyway. And I think this ward does nothing for you. Like, if you push first 2 waves, and then Rammus just ganks you, like, this ward, even when you see him, it'll be too late, you know? For me. So, I like this ward. Let's talk about your clicks and your... Wow. Yeah. I understand the Q trade. You don't want to draw minion aggro. I like it. But here, what I would do is, first of all, it's good that I think you watched my videos, maybe. Did you watch my videos? Yeah. 2 orders here, 1 video order here. Create the wave uneven. Great. You step. Here, what I would prefer to do is, he has a shield. So, I would not play on this minion. I would play on this minion. And for me, like, my objective in this lane is I really want to take, like, long trades. So I want to set up for a long trade, right? So I'd order this minion. Then this minion would be low. And I would start stepping. And I would have Q with 4 stacks. So here's another example. For me, like, here, you're too scared to trade your HP. Maybe it's because of Rammus. Like, maybe it's because you think Rammus will level 3 gank you. But for me, like,
I think just to focus on getting level 2.
you need to... Yes, but, like, you will get level 2 first anyway, understand? Like, what's important is, like, you need to build a stack. And the best way to build a stack is take his condition. So, for example, here, your level 2 is not going to come until this minion.
Yeah.
So taking his condition in wave 1 is way more important, understand? So, for example... Auto. You know, he has no spells. Auto, step, auto, stack my conqueror.
Okay.
He autos you, you Q. Auto. He needs to back off. You have ignite. Then you have full control wave, you drop aggro, you play again. You're already popping push. Why you don't auto wave to get 4 stack? Huh? Why you don't, if you have minion lead, why you don't play for level 2 first? You should have max stacked your Q here, right? Auto here. Q on range, don't give him auto range. Right, just Q for free. Play wave, play level 2. These auto for auto short trades are good for him. So you either need to Q on max range with 4 stacks and like take his condition for free, or like without giving his auto range, or you need to like look for all-in angles, you know?
Okay.
So here you 2. For me, you need to crash wave 2. If you crash wave 3, you will die. Like, you need to order this wave a lot more. Because you see him in red, you know? So he can be here 230. You can't crash 3rd wave. You can be here like 236, 237. So you can't crash your wave until 255 to 3 minutes or 5 seconds. So for example, like, if you want to crash cannon, it's impossible to do it before 2 minutes 55. So he has a 20-second window to make a play on you. And your condition is half HP, his condition is half HP. So he'll be level 2. So you don't order the wave enough. So look, 236. You're just dead. You're literally just dead. You have no flash. And your wave is terrible, right? But he has E, you know? Like, he has E. If he chain E's you can't Q and you die for free. And then he base TPs and he holds the wave. Rammus fogs and the game is really hard, you know? Like, for me, you need to crash wave 2. If you're gonna ward level 1, you have all the information. And you also don't take the long trades when you can. So... For me, this Rammus is trolling too. Like, why Rammus show? Like, Rammus should play here. Like, why do you want to play 3v3? You should just split map and play top again. You have no flash, your wave is bad. Here, you can't play the game for 2 minutes. right? He'll just take your blue and you can't fix this wave forever. Your jungler's bot. It's fucking over, bro, by the way. Bro, he is dead. This Shen is just playing like a fucking wartime orphaned child, bro. He has, like, he's lost. He has no, he's like looking for his mom and dad. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, he's really lost. Like a kid looking for his parents. Like when I lost my parents at the mall, I used to cry, you know? It's like this. Like, why he give you this crash? You should hold this forever. Why Ramesh Showbot? So here, you're trying to break the freeze, right? That's what you're thinking. Look. Gen Taunt is really long cooldown. So notice here how he is. Watch. Once again, you just give him grasp stuff for free. Auto. He E's and he misses. Why don't you start fighting him? Put W on yourself for MR and magic resist. You don't need it right now, right? And it's not like it's useful versus Rammus. Like, use your cooldowns. W, auto, E, auto, Q, bro. Like, fuck him up. Why are you running? You have Ignite as well? Oh, you don't have Ignite. Doesn't matter. You fucking win. You have 5 minions to 3. And you have W. You take no damage. Look, you just give him a free trait. Like, he's not a champion, you know? And you can hit him and the wave at the same time. For me, this game was actually lost at level 3. If you play in Challenger, like, you will not be able to play the game. Imagine this is Lord Semi. Not that I think he's good. Okay, not that I think he's a good, like, competitive player, but in solo queue, like, he will 100% punish you, you know? This is Diamond. But you're so scared. Like, when you have 8 stacks of Conqueror, and when you can start healing, and you out-trade him, and enemy has no cooldowns, you accept it. Because you just see your HP bar, you know? You're fully playing instinctual. You're not playing, like, through calculation, looking at his cooldowns, looking at your CDs. This is when Gwen is strongest, you know? You actually win if you fight him now. Yeah? But you just don't see, because you look at your HP bar and you're scared. You play psychologically. You don't actually play detailed. You know? So now his cooldowns are back up. He's a champion in 5 seconds. But until his cooldowns are up, you should be king because you have shorter cooldowns than him. So part of you being a good player is 1, you need to play more. But 2, you need to, like, memorize cooldowns and understand matchups in detail. You know? So now, Rammus was bot. He's going to use his next turn top. Why are you not thinking about warding? And why are you keep hitting the wave, you know? Like, you should... If you want to play to fight this wave, you should hard trade him and take his condition. If you want to play to let the wave in, you should not give him this trade to begin with. You need to choose, right? For me, you can play this wave because Rammus showed bot. Right? But are you looking here? No. Why do I know that? Because of the way that you played your lane so far. 120, you warded enemy red. You don't manage your wave appropriately. Then now, you saw Rammus in 2 turns and you don't long trade him 2 times. So you need to make a more clear game plan. I think the reason you're getting to master or like high diamond, if you do play the game, is because of experience. You've just played the game longer than other people. Right? And you probably watch CBLO, right?
I do.
So you know like some concepts that maybe they don't understand, you know?
To be honest, I do study this a lot, but I'm not in the right mindset, which class that you gave us.
Yeah.
I just play out of it.
Yeah.
And I do mistakes like.
So why don't you tell a little bit about the mindset I talked about yesterday? Because maybe the stream doesn't understand, right? And I want to test if you know, you know?
Okay.
In speaking Portuguese, I'm studying.
Okay. To be fair, I missed like the first 5 minutes. Beleza. Ontem ele foi lá pra gente, as pessoas que não são streamers, pra falar um pouquinho sobre uma pirâmide de coisas que são importantes pra gente conseguir atingir resultados. Isso não é uma coisa específica do LoL, é uma coisa assim, da vida. E aí ele coloca 4 pilares importantes, que é saúde física e mental. What were the 4 pillars? Mental health. In-game and out. And environment, right. Então, Se o seu ambiente não é bom, se você não tá bem de saúde, se você não tá bem mentalmente, se você não tá focado dentro do game e estudando fora, você não vai conseguir atingir o resultado que você quer. E você pode aplicar isso para outras coisas na sua vida também. Quando aí você faz isso, você pratica, você atinge uma consistência e você chega no resultado. Basicamente isso.
And talk about what are the 4 pillars of laning that you need?
4 pillars of laning. Recall timers, level up timers, wave management, and jungle tracking. Is that it?
What timer? Wave management?
War timer.
Roam timer? Base.
Okay.
Base timer is important because you need to think about how they want to play and when they want to play on the map.
Yeah.
You don't want to put yourself in a position where you're playing 1v2.
Yeah.
You know?
That makes sense. I think if you look at like 2 different games on my history, you're gonna sometimes notice that one game I play very well and the other I just do this. You know? I think I'm not consistent because I don't play enough.
Recall timer because you need to know when you want to be recalling on the map, right? Like why do you want to be basing at a certain time? It really depends on jungle too. Like, do you want to play on a timer where jungle is topside when you have a wave under enemy tower, right? When you can just cheat up, for example. We talked about this matchup, Renekton versus Jax yesterday. Recall timer is like really important. And then your wave management. How do you want to manage your wave optimally? When do you want to be warding based on like enemy movement? Where do you want to be warding based on your matchup? Right? And then your roam timer. Like when do you want to be moving on the map and impacting the map? Right? Do you want to be roaming to begin with? I think a top laner can play as a second jungler, for example, right? A lot of details. Like for me, like Gwen is a champion that really wants to like long trade, but I don't see a single long trade in this game. And normally you queue with like no stacks too. So here, I think you give your condition and you give him windows to play for free. But now he just taunted again, bro. So now like you're the king, right? So you need to chat up. He has 2 spells, you have 3, bro. If you press W, you have 26, you have 76 armor and 60 magic resist, you know? You have like 20 more resistance to this guy. You literally can't lose. How do you lose? It's impossible.
Yeah, you're right.
It's impossible. Yeah. He has no taunt. So the best he can do is sit under his W. You auto, then you back off and you Q. And if he chases, then he loses his block passive, you know?
I think I played this matchup as I would like strong fighter.
Yeah.
Would have to poke with my Q and then go.
Well, actually, the truth is, Shen is a really OP lane champion.
Yeah.
I don't think people know this. Shen is really, really OP in lane. Like, really yeah, it's fucking OP in lane. But the thing is, like, people don't know how to use him, right? So for me, if I'm playing Gwen and I have Ignite, I can almost always get the push against Shen. But if Shen has, like, Ignite TP and he wants to fight, he can as well, by the way. It's not easy. But the point is, like, when he has no cooldowns, and he has Grasp and you have Conk, and you have 8 stacks of Conk, this is your window to fight, right? So here, for me, like, the moment you see the short taunt animation, like, for example, okay, you E here, trying to predict his taunt. It should be reactionary. Okay, but you're old, you don't want to do that. Okay, then at least press W. Then at least press W, look.
Yeah.
W now, look. W now, and he'll do, like, 30 less damage. You know? It's these details. Look. Why is he not in his W? Yeah, bro, you win.
I think I will.
You win. Ramim,
I did it.
aqui. Joga mais aqui. His shield is gone. He has no dash. Why you let him out for free? No ignite, no spells. He's a fucking piece of shit, bro. He does 70 damage per auto attack. You're healing. You have 6 stacks of Conqueror. You'll have 8. Yeah?
Yeah.
For me, like, the most important is laning in solo queue. Like, your first 10 minutes are the most important. If you can get ahead at first 10 minutes, the rest of the game is easier.